I said as you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That flash make it a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's a man with king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said as you claim it.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted, this what you wanted, huh?
What's a man or a king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said as you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That flash make it a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's a man or a king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said as you claim it.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted, this what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. And we're back at it again like we never left. We head to our dying breath. Why? Because I said so. And on this incredible Wednesday, man, oh man, if you didn't know, now you know. The King is about that show. Now, if you saw me earlier, I was on Rewrote show. That's right. The King was hanging out with Rewrote, and we had a good conversation. You know, he hit me up. We had did a project before, and we're working on getting that project out to people. And he hit me up. He was like, yo, could you come on? I'm like, yeah, definitely. I get home at a certain time. And, you know, we rocked out for like 2 hours. Had a good chat, talking about the industry. His perspective on things, my perspective on things, and just basically understanding fundamentally as gamers, we are the same. We want the same from our companies that we kind of hold to a higher standard. But y'all know we here for that Xbox love. Now, I see a lot of people running around with the Queen Asha. She's not the queen. She's the empress. There's a huge difference. We had a queen already. So learn the verbiage. Frontline has spoken already. Actually, Hollywood Rules was the one that named her. So I'm going to give a shout out to George Parcells for being the first one in the chat. What up, George? Doing your thing. Lamont Davis pulling up second. Now, listen. Ain't nothing wrong with being second unless it's for the getting that million. You know, the first one got the $1 million. Legendary Intel was good. Rewrote was good. Rewrote. Magnum Force was good. One Matic Sports was going on. And Live Supremacy, my moderator, is here. Asha's at it again, bro. Asha's at it again, bro. David was good. Midnight Captain was good. Robert was up. Keep on filing in. Pull it in. Pull it in. Everybody come on in. Buddy, when I was talking to Reforge today, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what Microsoft is gonna do next. Not Microsoft. I don't know what Asha's gonna do next. If anybody out there can act like they know what she's about to do next, they are goddamn liar, bro. And let me tell you how. Oh, hold on. I didn't want to do that one. I wanted to do the disrespect. Cause she outside with the disrespect head. Hold on. Here we go. Nah, I'm not trying to give you no money, B. This guy always trying to get you to spend some money, bro. I'm not trying to spend no money at all. Hold on. Here we go. Let me tell you how she spins the block, bro. Earth Prime was good. Let me tell you how she spins the block. You know how you know everybody about that life over there right now, especially running with her? And I'm going to get into, it's like every day, they the gift that keeps on giving. When I tell you somebody is good for business, if you're in the console warring business, she's like platinum diamonds, bro. Like diamonds wrapped in platinum covers. Like, for the love of God. She got, I ain't gonna hold you. The Empress got dudes shook. You scared to say a word. You scared to be running your lips on some wrong Definitely. Anybody. You slipping with your mouth? She coming outside. She bopping outside. Like, what? Who said that? Like, serious. Did you see the tweet that she put out with the hub back in the days? Hold on, man. Somebody has sent it to me. I'm not even gonna go into looking for the actual tweet. I'm not even gonna go for looking for the actual tweet. I just want to show you the picture. Here, I'm just gonna show you the picture. Give me the goddamn picture, man. I done downloaded this joint for Twitter for, man, listen. It's this picture. She put up, raise the roof. Said Asha's on demon time. On God and them, bro. Yo. You know how you ask for something and it's way better than you thought? Like, it's way better than you could have imagined. Like I said in the beginning, I don't know what type of leader she's gonna be. Like, I don't know what type of person. I don't know her personality. I don't know. Everybody asking me, well, what do you think about her? I don't know what to think about her. Why? It's like they bring her through and it's like, you're king. What you think about her? Shut the hell up. Nobody asked me a damn thing. But I'm saying, like, I don't know how to categorize it. This is the most gangster as I've ever seen. Like, from a CEO. Like from a CEO. B-Leaf was good. Crispy was good. From a CEO. She brought the fun back. Like, it's like, what she do next? This what she did next. You want to be slick with your mouth, Jazz? I love you, Jazz. Again, I'm just reporting. This is Pure Xbox, and this is brought to you by my man, Frazier Gilbert. Yo, if you know Frazier, tell Frazier I said I love his work. All right. The idea is not dead. Xbox boss explained why she's keen on a mobile store. It seemed to have been killed off. Apparently not. So check it. Here's my man Jez. My man Jez says, and he goes in, he has a whole article that he put up. A whole article. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna rock this article out. Jez puts up April 22nd. Looks like Asha Sharma might have also killed the ill-fated Xbox mobile store. Don't speak her name. She's like Candyman. Say it 3 times and she's gonna bop out on you, B. Like, don't say it in the mirror with the lights off. It's up. Holy. They say, okay, so check it, right? Do you think Xbox needs to do more with the mobile presence? Why don't Hearthstone and Candy Crush and etc. have some kind of Xbox integration? Either way, it's a non-starter, right? And then he goes on to say stuff like iPhone and Google or whatever, or Android wouldn't do that, and they need to have the mobile phone if they only had the mobile phone. This is what he said. Look at what she says on listen. I don't even know the time he dropped it. I don't even know the time he dropped it, but not a day go by, son. It's on the 22nd. Look at that, 11:18 a.m., son. Yo, watch your mouth. Keep my name out your mouth. Yo, 3 weeks ago, we filed an amicus because mobile competition is still matters. And we believe the future of play should be more open. While I'm still learning, the idea of an Xbox mobile store is not dead. Oh, hey, yeah. I love that alien. But listen to Olivia talk. She's so cute.
At Richie Teresma donated $10 through Super Chat. Looks like Jez and all these insiders are like pizza that's not from New York. It's hit or miss.
Facts. When I tell you her pull-up game is the best pull-up game, I don't care what CEO it is. I don't care now. She's like a battle rapper. She got rebuttals for you instantly. She's like a battle rapper. No CEO do this. None. She's with the ish. Straight up. She gonna correct you straight up. She gonna correct you. You acting out of order? She gonna correct you. So who told you that mobile store was dead? Point them out. Bring them over here. Grab you by your ear. Show me. Who told you that? Who said that? I don't know what type of spies she got. I don't know. He said there's a little bit of a hesitation by Sharma due to the admission that she's still learning the ins and outs, but it certainly sounds as though Microsoft is going to continue pursuing a mobile store that can house the likes of Candy Crush, Minecraft in the future. Listen, remember when Sarah Bond was saying that the mobile store is coming, it was supposed to be coming out in June? They were still going through that Google stuff and the iPhone stuff inside the courts. Everybody wants things to be done yesterday. iPhone ain't trying to give up what they got going on, and it was through Epic. And if everybody has revisionist history, like everybody wants to throw everything on Microsoft and Xbox, and it's their fault, and it's trust, and without doing the due diligence to actually get to the whole fact of the matter is the whole fact of it is this, man. On all seriousness, all that stuff is in litigation in court. They're still trying to get around some of the language. And you know who lost in that court case? Apple lost in the court case because Epic beat them. Epic took them to court. Why isn't the conversation wrapped around that? Why isn't the conversation that Xbox wants to have their store running and wants to get it done? Ain't nobody buying a Windows phone now. And don't give me that it's a 2-horse race where one horse actually looking far superior than the other horse, where it's not really true. I'm an Android dude, but you know that's a stigma in this world. You know, and some iPhone dude would be like, yeah, you are Xbox dude. It would stand the reason that you be an Android dude. Yeah, and I say you're an iPhone dude and you're Simple Simon, and it would be stand the reason that you're a PlayStation dude. Any way you want to spin it, I can spit it right back at you. Bars. But everybody wants to act like they have the solution. Oh, everybody has a solution, but the damn near $4 trillion company, the one that we're in the market, that the market left them. Listen, I had a Zune. I had the music player, the Zune. I supported them. Went out of business. It wasn't good. Didn't work out. I had a Windows phone. I supported them. Went out of business. Didn't work out. So, you know, everybody with these fake solutions about stuff and demonizing, oh, I think she killed it. Nah, she ain't kill it. And it's all love with Jazz. I got love for Jazz, so it's nothing like that. But she ain't killing the goddamn thing. You don't think she has a plate and a board and she's looking at everything and she's going through things by priority. She's looking at where was the pain points when it came to Xbox. At what point did maximum pain become introduced into the community and where was the most damage done to the brand? And how can I remove damage and fix this part better? That's honestly what I'm seeing now. I mean, honestly, if anybody's actually looking at stuff, you basically pretty much know that the brand suffered a lot of damage. Some people thought it was irreparable damage. Some people actually believed that she couldn't walk back the price. I thought that she couldn't walk back the price. I thought $29 was it, and companies won't do it. It's very rare that you would see a company roll back the price. So this lets me believe that if they're making first-party hardware, right? Because listen, think about it this way. If they was making OEM hardware, then they wouldn't be able to subsidize the hardware. To some extent, the subsidies will have to come from the manufacturer, right? So if they're making, and not if, they're making their first-party hardware, then there stands the reason that they can subsidize this thing. And if they subsidize it and they get this thing to match Sony price for price, dollar for dollar, or do something incredibly evil that come in under $50 of a PlayStation to force them to drop the price down even further, to push them out of contention. Because you got to think about it. Project Helix will be out at least a good 2 years before the PlayStation thinks about having a console under the television. Handheld, I believe the handheld's the next year. Seriously. And I believe it's going to be wildly successful because I believe it's going to be what everybody wants the Portal to be, that it's not yet. Right? It stands to reason that this thing will be out in the marketplace in a time where they could subsidize the hardware, recoup off the software by going back to exclusives, because nothing's off the table. Nothing that anybody's saying is off the table. She's an absolute savage, bro. She's the Empress. And you subsidize it to a point where you're giving value and showing power and beating the competition and putting your exclusives there while putting value inside Game Pass, because I still have more stuff that I'm actually putting here. I do apologize because PlayStation had no news, boy. And it's not like it's new. PlayStation doesn't have any news. All right, so I don't want anybody to think that I'm picking on PlayStation. I'm not. It's just they don't have any news, bro. All right, hold on. Hold on. I do have something that I do want to talk about, and I wanted to talk about this for a long time. And oh shoot, I didn't see that before. And I didn't know how to address it. Right? Because when you start to dig into information and you start to figure out a lot of things, I saw this person before. I just didn't know who she was. Right? Literally saw her before. Saw her a couple of times. Didn't know who she was. Never spoke to her. I'm speaking to high execs there. I don't know. I thought she was from another. I don't know who she is. Don't ever think and don't ever confuse that I know everybody that's over there at Xbox. Didn't at all. But I've seen her. Now, I knew Bonnie Ross, spoke to Bonnie Ross, and was actually cool and sympathetic to what went on there. Because you kind of hear things and know things and understand exactly what goes on. But when you're listening to stuff that's going on, not everything is his roses, right? Not everything. There was a lot of people that threw Bonnie under the bus based upon what went on at 343. And of course, if you're the boss, you get the blame. That's how it goes. That's how the hand is dealt. The boss gets the accolades and the boss gets the blame. It's no different than anything else in this world. But this one was a weird one for me. And this is brought to you by Frazier Gilbert over there, Pure Xbox. Shout out to him. This guy do triple and double duty. Yeah, Marathon is cooked, bro. There's no need to even mention it no more. We already know it's cooked. It's cooked. And it sucks, but it's cooked. Xbox and Halo veteran makes a difficult decision to leave Microsoft after 28 years. She says, what a gift the last 28 years has been. Now, this is Kiki Wolfkill. Her last name is ridiculously dope. Who was ever in the naming process? That name sounds like her whole name. Sounds like a gamer tag. Right? Like a fake name, a studio name. Now, she's been there from 2015. Okay, hold on. Wolfkill was most recently the head of film and TV at Xbox since the late 2022. She's a particular attachment to the Halo series. Now, this is where the point of contention comes in. Love it or hate it, and I know a lot of you guys hated it, the blame lays at her feet. If you didn't like Master Cheeks or Master Chief with his face out, having served as an executive producer on a TV show, being the studio head of Halo's transmedia and entertainment from 2015 to 2022, she was even executive producer on Halo 4 in the 360 days. If you had a problem with that TV show, it's there. Now, we're going to go back. As mentioned, Wolfkill's career at Microsoft goes back 28 years, and she was actually director of art at Microsoft Game Studios for the last 10 years. She's also involved in Microsoft gaming output even before the original Xbox came out. In terms of what's next for her career, Wolfkill said there's more to come, yada, yada, yada. But she also had a hand in Gears, Fable, and Halo. All I'm saying is, when I did my digging, it didn't smell like roses. And just to say, unofficially, some people was like, hello, hooray. So I'm like, I don't know what to say, but I'm going to tell you, quite possibly, she was the reason for a lot of things. And what I can say is, those things are no longer there. I know this is a somber note, but you can't have me say something that I haven't got any good information on, to be real with you. And I spoke to like 4 people. So that happened. And I wanted to talk about it because, yeah, I can't just only talk about the good stuff. I got to talk about the bad stuff as well. So again, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be respectful. At the same time, she's stepping away after 28 years. But from what I hear, the transmedia area, if you looked at Microsoft and Xbox, and you looked at the transmedia and you didn't like certain things that were going on with the transmedia, prior to Fallout TV show, and how Microsoft didn't have a real foothold with the IPs that they did have in certain areas. There you go. You bring it to the boss, and the boss is the reason. Now, back to a lighter note, something crazy is going on. Asha's at it again. It seems like every 5 seconds she does something different. Like, what did Asha do? What did Asha do? What did Asha do? And today, Asha's done this. Microsoft teases a mysterious Discord and Xbox Game Pass partnership. Now, here he goes again with wanting me to sign up for his joint. And let me get out of his day. Let me get out of there. Let me get out of there because I am not giving him a nickel. I can actually get that information. Sorry, Tom. I apologize. But you do the news for free. And if you got some, some stuff, do it like everybody else. Put it behind a paywall. That is actually good. All right, hold on. Let me get that whole thing. I can get that right back. Discord. Yeah. Let me go to my man in Tweaktown, Jack Connor. Shout out to Jack Connor in Tweaktown. Xbox teases a Discord partnership with Game Pass and flexibility expands. Xbox is exploring a new partnership with Discord as part of the plan to make Game Pass more flexible, with CEO Asha Sharma confirming news this week. What she says is, Xbox is partnering with Discord to enhance Game Pass flexibility, exploring customization plans like Trenton and Duet bundles that may include Discord Nitro. This strategy aims to add value, address price concerns, and positioning Game Pass as a multi-platform hub and gaming for the community and engagement. Xbox could be about to shake up Game Pass in a big way with a new Discord partnership, hinting at more flexible future for subscription services. Now, if you got a chance to see me on with Reforge today, what we talked about was her modular thinking. Now, he asked me, how did I feel about her and not having like a gaming background upon everything? Peter Moore didn't have a gaming background. A lot of CEOs didn't have a gaming background. Phil did. And I can say one of the more endearing aspects of somebody that does have a gaming background with gaming sensibilities, they can identify games very quickly. Shohei can identify a game, what's wrong with a game very quickly. If you don't have gaming eyes, you don't understand what gaming eyes are, then you need people around you that can actually answer those questions. But what she does have is strategy. And what I think that she is a master level strategist. And she understands the digital space and commerce when it comes to the customer in a way that can get you outside of the 120 million, 25 million ceiling that gamers have been hitting, right? If you look at every consistent platform, is by the time we reach 125 million, whatever console it is, that's when you start hearing talk of next gen. As we start to reach that number of 100 million, which PlayStation should be at shipping at 100 million. What's good, Big Mad Mo? Then you start hearing next generation. While this generation here is actually forcing people to stay a lot longer than they normally would like, and financially, it is pushing gaming into the boutique space where heavy subsidizations need to be. Because if you're not going to subsidize it, then you're looking at consoles that's going to balloon to the price of $1,400, like I was telling you. But with these things that she's doing, this is starting to make a lot more sense. Remember where I was telling you she was looking at the brand itself and seeing where the sickness is? And she's not just going to put a Band-Aid on whatever the pain points are when it comes to Xbox. What she's actually looking to do is cure whatever is absolutely wrong, not just throw a Band-Aid on it. Like, remove the chronic symptoms of whatever the problem is. And we know that Game Pass hasn't been dynamically changed that much since inception, to be real with you. From the moment that they said day ones, it's pretty much been kind of locked in. And now you look at the removal of Call of Duty, the rollback of $29.95, the lowering of PC Game Pass to get to a point where you're trying to entice that crowd. But with talks of pick your own plan structure for Game Pass, and that's here. In a recent post, Asha Sharma confirms that Game Pass is once again teaming up with Discord as part of his broader push. Excuse me. While details remain scarce, Asha teases that players may begin to see code in the wild tied to collaboration, suggesting teasing is underway. The move aligns with the earlier reports that Microsoft is exploring more customizations to pick your own plan structure from Game Pass, signaling a departure from its current system. That pick your own plan, I've seen a couple of people hit me in the DMs. I think it was Ed Burns and True Gamer. A couple of people said that. Why don't I a la carte my bundle? Why don't I add it up and total it up to what I can afford and what makes sense for me as a gamer? And if they're able to break that code and show you that Game Pass can be modular in that sense, then what other aspects is she's looking at when it comes to consoles, when it comes to exclusives, when it comes to games of a service? What is the structure? This is the most exciting that you have to be when it comes to Xbox, because there's nothing that's set in stone. Everything is at a point of fluidity. It's about growth and substantial growth. Pause. Because if anybody was saying that Game Pass was stagnant, she's looking at the choke points and trying to figure out what is making it so stagnant. She's looking at and listening to what you guys are saying has value, don't have value, what works and what doesn't work, and attacking it. You're going to get a chance to see this year what it looks like when Game Pass, because Game Pass it won't have Call of Duty in it. What does that mean? Because think about it this way. Call of Duty would usually make a vacuum inside Game Pass when it came to launching inside Game Pass. Now, with the removal of Call of Duty from Game Pass, do you schedule another big third-party IP that isn't afraid of Call of Duty that comes out around that time to be a Game Pass exclusive launch day and date at that time? Does Call of Duty being removed out of it, because you're not going to cannibalize any sales because it's going to be sold, right? So you can look at it from that aspect. And all those individuals that like Call of Duty, they're going to buy it anyway. And all the people that don't care for Call of Duty being inside Game Pass is going to pursue whatever that top tier game is. And either way, there's value. Now, I know I hear the conversations in the background where people are saying that, what happened? Iron Lords just joined. Oh no. Atticus here. Oh God. No, hold on. Let me see. Is he in here? Please, no. What up, Legendary Yobi? Oh, Addict Show people. Oh, y'all joining in. Oh, what's good? Oh, what's good? What's good? What's good? Eric Von Eric, what's good? He said, Addict sent us. What's good? Addict sent me to annoy you. Nah, you can't annoy me. Asha's doing things that normally will be frowned upon. Being vocal, she's just rambunctious. And it's incredible to see. It's incredible to have this level of energy. It's like yesterday, y'all saw me. I was off my Dean based upon I didn't expect that to happen. And B-Leaf gifted 5 Xbox members, memberships, blessings. Listen, what I want y'all to do, what we do over here, when that happens, I would like for you guys to put the crest in the chat. The lion with the blood in their mouth. Let's go do that. Arcade. I salute you, soldier. Welcome aboard. Earth Prime. I salute you, soldier. Welcome aboard. Abel. I salute you, soldier. Welcome aboard. He put the mustard hearts in there. And Dave Reezy. Welcome aboard. I salute you, soldier. Oh no, Eric Von Eric. I salute you, soldier. How can I miss my man, Eric Von Eric? Okay, yeah. Eric Von Eric was right there. I salute you, soldier. And Dave Reezy. I salute you, soldier. We are here, we are Legion, and we are fighting. Now, let me see, I did that. Let me box that out of there. Let me get that out of there. Now, these dudes want to talk to me about performance, bro. But no. Let's get back to this before Addict attacked. Before Addict sent the C team in. And when I'm saying sea, I mean like in the water, not like sea level. I'm talking about you know what the hydraulics team in there. Okay, all right, hydroponics team from 420. You're showing up late from 420. Asha and we're hearing in the background that because they removed Call of Duty out of Game Pass, that there's a bad precedence being set, and that's going to give them the precedence to say, well, Call of Duty is not in Game Pass, and what stops her from removing other day ones from Game Pass? I don't know what stops her from removing other day ones from Game Pass. I don't know what halts that conversation. I can't tell you really what she's going to do next, to be real with you. Because a lot of times you can pretty much predict some stuff. You can't really predict this. You can't predict it unless you're sitting in the room with them. You can't predict it unless you're really tight with that conversation with her, with trying to figure out the truth. Because we know that Game Pass, and we hear it. What I've learned so far, honestly, in watching her move, believe everything that you hear. Believe everything you hear. If you hear there's a rumor that Xbox is thinking about exclusives, believe it. Because that means whoever grabbed that nugget ran back and was like, yo, exclusive back on the table. Let me get back before she kills us. That part. And it does stand to reason. You know, with Xbox, like, okay, so you put 100% of your games, let's say you take the 100% of whatever games went over to PlayStation, right? Let's say it's 10 games, right? So we're going to break that into percentages. And only 20% give you a return off of your investment. That's 80% that didn't give you a return off the investment. Would you continue to invest into that ecosystem hoping to hit the lotto? Or are you prudent enough to understand that it's doing more brand destruction than it is accelerating your brand? Because you're just tearing down your brand, but you're not getting equal value for tearing down your brand. So if somebody is looking at pain points in which the harm is done to the brand, because remember, she has a brand team. They have a job listing out there for somebody to resuscitate the brand, to rehabilitate the brand. So if you're looking at pain points for what did the brand harm, look no further than 4 games that turned into more games, because the case study wasn't done yet. And when you have outliers like Forza Horizon 5, a 5-year-old game at the time of release, selling 5 million, making $300 million in revenue. But then you have Gears of War Reloaded selling 140,000. That's a negative investment. And there are more similar games with that negative investment. Hi-Fi Rush. Games that you would think that would be surefire hits did not resonate in that same manner. But the games that did resonate was live service games. And the way you look at Starfield, you're looking at Starfield through a skew, like a prism, in the sense that in some ways that RPG is meant to live like a live service game. Now, you're not interacting with other space goers, but the way that the game is set up with DLC, updates, and more stuff to come for Starfield that we know about, well, then the game looks like it has a long life with a larger longevity. Then you start to look at your studios and what studios were originally built to be multi-platform studios, opposed to studios that were purchased, made, or organically grown to be intrinsically home-based. I honestly would like to tell Asha, the Empress, that it's a bad idea to put Gears E-Day. It's a bad idea to put Fable. It's a bad idea to put Halo. Forza Horizon, I think, is a good idea. It's a game of service. You have, like battle passes, season passes, and you have all these cars and stuff that you could sell. So I can see those titles actually resonating that way. But the single player titles, no. I don't do brand destruction by taking Halo and placing it there, because whatever the thought process was prior to her getting there, that right there, I think that pissed off more Xbox guys than anything else that you've heard. And she's listening. So hopefully she heard you guys. And whoever she hires in that brand rehabilitation role understands what it is to be an Xbox consumer, a customer, a brand loyalist, a console warrior, or just a casual fan that loves the controller, loves the ecosystem, and likes to play games that gives the brand an identity. So maybe those things can actually reach her ears, and exclusives do matter. Maybe at some point that stuff does happen. I don't know. But what I do know is you PC dudes is in trouble. I can tell you with a straight face, it's up and it's stuck. And you know what it is. This is brought to you by Tweaktown, Hassam and Assar. Xbox Project Helix will offer a performance comparable to a $3,000 PC. Nope, says the insider. While rumored to be $1,200 price may raise some eyebrows, Project Helix could be a disruptive for the console market as MacBook Neo was for laptops. Project Helix, Xbox next console, may cost $1,200 but offers a performance rivaling $2,000 to $3,000 gaming PCs. With advanced AMD RDNA 5 GPU on a 3-nanometer APU, it aims to blend Xbox and PC gaming, potentially disrupting the console market despite concerns over the high price tag. Xbox Next Gen Project Helix console has everyone on edge and is excited with the proposition. Microsoft CEO Asha Sharma, the Empress, has suggested that the system could play both Xbox and PC games, pointing to a more hybrid approach. However, it's rumored that $1,200 price tag hasn't gone down well with many gamers. I'm not telling you $1,200. I'm telling you $1,499. Xbox gamers consider it more than double the Xbox Series X $500 launch price. Bro, a Series X is not $500 right now. That's good stock money. Still, some insiders believe that the premium could be justified. Now they're talking about Broken Silicon podcast with Moore's Law is Dead, talking about the price tag offering performance comparable to $2,000 to $3,000. I concur. What's inside the box is definitely nothing for you to shake a stick at. What's inside the box is definitely going to be a more powerful console, and one of the most powerful consoles that you're ever going to have at one given time. The only question is, will it be subsidized? We don't have a question on the power to performance. We don't have a question on now if it's going to be first party or second party. We don't have questions like that linger. The only questions we have, based upon the information that is available, is, are they going to subsidize the price to a point that it makes it justifiable in these economic times? And I honestly believe Asha sees this. Because if she's looking at Game Pass and saying that the affordability is not there for the common man, well, then you're looking at different ways to get it done. Is the family plan an option? I doubt it. I don't know. But that level of care and listening to the community and justifying lowering prices and removing barriers of entry while dealing with Netflix and Discord, Amazon, and other areas to get Game Pass into your home Because Game Pass is the gateway drug. Don't ever get it twisted. Game Pass is the thing that gets you hooked. Then after you're inside the ecosystem, well, now you're going to try to figure out how you can game harder. With her actively coming out and expressing the mobile store is still a thing, watch your mouth. Her pull-up game is sick. So it stands to reason that she's going to look at the price point. And they're going to be very aggressive with the price point because up to this point, nothing she hasn't done hasn't been aggressive. It has been boot to ass. Straight up. Straight up. And yeah, it's shocking. I mean, it's great for business. I haven't had one PlayStation dude tweet at me at all. They're in fear. They try to grab little things and Asha bops out like, who said that? You talking? Oh no, it's coming. And goes right back. So they are not bothering. They're scrambling. With everything being quiet on Sony's front, I want y'all to circle this date on your calendar. May 8th. May 8th, you will know everything about Sony on May 8th. Because May 8th, they have to divulge to us shareholders what are their intentions with the company, what are they going to do going forward. Everybody knows it. J-Dub, you know it, homie. If there's an active manufacturing of a PlayStation next-gen hardware, it must be disclosed that day. That day. Not research and development. Active manufacturing of silicon that is tied to next-gen. Xbox already did that. That's why they were able to come out and express Project Helix. Codename Project Helix. These guys haven't been able to say anything because it's still a rumor until it's not. On May 8th, I want y'all to pull back up because that day we're going to pull up financial sheets. And on that day, we're going to see that PlayStation fell in hardware sales, and they're going to try to blame it on the rise in the cost of the PlayStation 5 Pro and the PlayStation 5 base. But that wasn't enough during that period of time to financially show you a large percentage in loss. So understand that was already the excuse. Oh, we raised the price. That's the reason why hardware is dipping. I'm taking away your excuse now. It was done too close to the end of the financials in order for it to have any true adverse effect. So again, the last time you guys were down, I think it was 14% to 16%, and Xbox was down 32%. And I think Nintendo was down 8%. I expect you guys to be in the mid to high 30s. And I expect software and services to take a hit. And then I want to know from everybody from that moment on, where there's no hardware coming out and no software coming out, are they dead or are they alive? Because we're going to keep the same energy. Where Xbox is out here with Black Air Force One energy, I want to know if PlayStation guys are going to keep the same energy. Soros is going to drop next week. I want to know how many of you PlayStation fans are going to buy Soros. I'll probably pick up Suros on a review. We'll know sometime probably Monday. Right now, I'm in a review process of an NDA game that is for the Xbox. I can't say anything until the 30th. So you guys will get a chance to see some stuff, and we will talk about a whole bunch of stuff on that day. But this is Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. With Xbox and the Empress, Asha Sharma, doing the absolute most. As an Xbox fan, I want to know how y'all guys feel. I want to know seriously, do you feel a sense of pride back into the brand? Do you feel hopeful for what's to come when it comes to software, services, and hardware? Do you feel like, nah, she needs to do more, King? She hasn't done enough yet, and I'm just going to take a look-see? Or is it, bro, I'm just not really about the brand any longer. They did too much harm for me to come back. Or is it, I'm a PlayStation person, and if they remove their first party games from the PlayStation, then I like Xbox games, and I'm just going to have to get me an Xbox. Not saying you give up on your PlayStation, because I'm pretty sure that you have a vast, extensive digital library like myself on Xbox. Do you make the trek over? Do you go purchase an Xbox? It's these questions and more. But this is Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. If you liked anything that you saw here, like, follow, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because I go live every day, Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow, we have the Black Flag at 12 noon. We're going to do the resync. We're going to do that. We have ID at Xbox at 1. We're going to do that. And after that, we're going to talk, and I'm going to play Pokemon. Tomorrow's show is going to be early, but it's going to be more hours than you can shake a tail at. But I want to know if y'all excited for Black Flag. Is it going to be something that you care about? Because I'm going to be definitely going through it. X-Striker 1, I salute you, soldier. Welcome to S rank. We back up, baby. Hollywood rules. Good name, bro. So tomorrow we got a lot of stuff to do. We got a lot of stuff to go through. Because tomorrow I got a lot of HyperX HP stuff that I got to go through. I had a statue that showed up today. Let me see if I can show y'all the picture of this statue. Here we go. Give you the picture of the statue. That right there. It's Maestro on throne. Oh, hey, yeah. Love that alien. But listen to the beautiful Olivia talk.
At Dreco2X199 donated $20 through Super Chat. I went to PC but still play under Xbox services. I love the fact that they're bringing more controller-friendly features to Windows. And that's what I want to see with Project Helix. More feature-packed like Android phone.
That's what's up. I agree with you. I'm in the insider program, and I get a chance to see all the stuff that they're bringing over to the PC with the Xbox mode and using your controller. As soon as you turn it on, it just goes into Xbox mode, and it's very, very refreshing to finally bridge that gap that has long been a divide, right? Oh, is my controller syncing? It desync while I was playing the game. Kind of frustrates the hell out of you. But now you're able to play a whole lot better, and it has the sensibilities of a console. I believe Helix would definitely take all those things that they're learned and all those things that they're implementing and placing it there. We almost got that Pikachu suit. We're almost there. We're at like $7.40 away from Pikachu, And I will be ordering a Pikachu suit most likely this weekend because you guys are going to hit that goal. And remember, every time I catch a Pokemon, I got to yell out Pika Pika while I'm in my Pokemon suit. Pikachu! And say stuff like that. I had a question. Do Pokemon say their name because that's the only word they know? Or do they say their name because that's the language they speak? I don't know. I'm confused about it. But I want you to do what I try to do. What you should be doing is I want you to go with game is game and win is win. And I want you to try to play the Game Pass, but before you play the Game Pass, I told you I'm the unmitigated best when it comes to intros. This show, my news show, Iron Lord's podcast, Combat Talk with the King, King of the Statues. Also got a comic book joint that's coming out that you're going to love. And you're going to get a chance to see all of that because the media room is almost completely done. But let's get back to that intro.
What's a man or a king? What's it a saying? Advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot what said as you claim it. It's that Xbox. Spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talking, no riddling. Moonwalking, selling moonrise just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much making a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's a man or a king? What's it a saying? Advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot what said as you claim it.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?